Um, South Africa is a movie. We live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new.
Because this man, you see this man here on the news, this man is speaking as if our systems here in South Africa and our authority figures are perfect. You know, he's speaking in a way to say that, why are you taking the police's job? The citizens are not taking the police's job. All these people he's considering vigilantes are not taking the police's job. They are not trying to take the law into their own hands. Which law are they taking when there's no law that is enforced? You know, Pella, if you are going to say the people are taking the law into their own hands, it means there are people who are enforcing those laws, the police, they are enforcing those laws, and the people want to take the law into their own hands. But if the police are not enforcing any law, they are not enforcing those laws, they are just letting crime run rampant. When people enforce those laws, is it taking the law into their own hands? It's not taking the law into their own hands, because if they don't enforce those laws, then no one enforces those laws. Then it means our country is going to turn into a chaotic country where everyone does whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. You know, so this man is speaking in a fashion to say that why is Operation Dudula doing this and that? As if Operation Dudula doesn't do that, the people, the police, the authority figures will be out there doing it. But they haven't been doing it for years. That is what I'm failing to understand. There's a disconnect there.
Government is not going to do anything. Citizens are fed up.
Alicia, we are fed up. Everybody is fed up. But we have laws in this country. We have a constitution in this country. It protects the dignity of everybody.
True.
Everybody who is within South Africa. Let's do things lawfully. These individuals that are going around now are perpetuating vigilantism. And when the government takes no action against them, when they take no action from law enforcement against them, and let this situation boil out like this, I'm afraid, I've just come back from Sharpeville on Wednesday, and the first memory was the necklacing that took place in the 80s. It's almost moving that way now. We're allowing people just to say, I disagree. They don't even know the law. Many of them don't even know the law about what's been put in place to protect us all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we need to, if we are, we are a democracy, we're saying you disagree with something, let's use the formal avenues that are available. Mm-hmm. I do understand the city of Joburg as well. I mean, the groups like Dudula, I don't understand. Because they have a representative attending the Commission of Inquiry, the Kempepe Commission of Inquiry.
This thing of vigilantism is a bad thing. Let us start there. Let me just get that one off the way. To say that vigilantism is not something that I advocate for, because I understand the negative consequences of vigilantism. Because when you have people who think they have power and that power isn't regulated, it's going to come a time when that power is going to start messing with their heads. The things of vigilantism start off nice, start off as if you are fighting for something. And then that power, bit by bit starts, and then people will start doing other things. So that is why I'm saying I don't promote vigilantism. And I don't think people should be out there taking the laws into their own hands and doing whatever they want to do. People shouldn't be out there being vigilantes. Let us not do that. But I have a question, and this question is very, very serious. What do we do as the citizens, or what do we do as the nation when the systems are failing? What do we do when the people who are supposed to be enforcing the laws are not enforcing the laws? What are the citizens supposed to do? That's my question. Are we supposed to take a seat and watch our country collapse? Is that what we need to do? Because yes, vigilantism is not a good thing at all. And people taking the law into their own hands, us as the citizens taking the law into our own hands, is not a good thing. You get what I'm saying? But what do we do when the people who are supposed to be enforcing those laws are not doing anything? Let me make an example. How can we have a city that has been having hijacked buildings hijacked by illegal foreigners, and they've been living in those buildings for years, for decades? You get what I'm saying? But the people who are supposed to be taking those people out of the building, the people who have power, the law, is not doing anything. Like, it's not doing anything. And as the people, as the citizens, we can see that this thing is damaging our country. Look at our city.
Shacks erected inside this 4-story building. A flimsy partition, a stench welcomes you as you enter the dilapidated structure. These water puddles stream from a leaking drain. A creche, meant to be a safe place, has compromised the safety of children with electric wires exposed, sparking as a result of illegal connection. Johannesburg Acting Executive Mayor Kenny Kunene says the city is in severe debt as a result of illegal electricity connections from hijacked buildings.
You are not doing anything about it. We love our country. We love our city. We are going to do something about it. And then we actually do something about it. Yes, we can call it vigilantism. But what option do we have? That's my question. That's what option do we have? Because there's 3 things that are going to happen here. It's either the people who are supposed to be enforcing those laws are doing their job, they are enforcing the laws. Then the people won't become vigilantes. If those people are not enforcing the laws, then it means crime is going to be rampant in this country because laws are not enforced and nothing is happening. People are just going to do whatever they want to do in our country. Or the people are going to make sure that they fix their country for themselves. 2 of these things can exist at the same time. The authority figure can work with the citizens to fix the country. But if the authority figure doesn't want to work with the citizens are going to work on their own. And because if they don't work, what is going to happen? The authority figure is not working, the citizens are not working. Then it means we're just leaving this guy here at the middle to do whatever he wants to do, commit crimes.
We have also gotten illegal immigrants. They have passports, some of them, with the same stamp. The same stamp is on a passport from Tanzania, from Zimbabwe, the same stamp. So it's clear that there's somebody who has got a fraudulent stamp that they use on the passports of these illegal immigrants.
Yes, we shouldn't be taking the laws into our own hands. But why are we not speaking about the people who are supposed to be enforcing these laws? You know, this is something that always pisses me off every day because I think about it. A couple of days ago, I saw a video where the police were angry because the community was at a clinic making sure that no illegal foreigners are entering at the clinic. So the community was there at the gate, you know, prioritizing South Africans, you know, saying everyone with documents enter. And then if you don't have documents, just stand there. You will enter if everyone with documents is done. And then the police came there and stopped the community from doing that. The law says people shouldn't go to a country illegally. That's the law. So the people who are supposed to be enforcing these immigration laws, when they are not enforcing them, what are we supposed to do? Like, are we supposed to just leave them? And then what is going to happen to our country? Because this man, you see this man here on the news, this man is speaking as if our systems here in South Africa and our authority figures are perfect. You know, he's speaking in a way to say that, why are you taking the police's job? The citizens are not taking the police's job. All these people he's considering vigilantes are not taking the police's job. They are not trying to take the law into their own hands. Which law are they taking when there's no law that is enforced? You know, Pella, if you are going to say the people are taking the law into their own hands, it means there are people who are enforcing those laws. The police, they are enforcing those laws, and the people want to take the law into their own hands. But if the police are not enforcing any law, they are not enforcing those laws, they are just letting crime run rampant. When people enforce those laws, is it taking the law into their own hands? It's not taking the law into their own hands, because if they don't enforce those laws, then no one enforces those laws. Then it means our country is going to turn into a chaotic country where everyone does whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. You know, so this man is speaking in a fashion to say that why is Operation Dudula doing this and that? As if Operation Dudula doesn't do that, the people, the police, the authority figures will be out there doing it. But they haven't been doing it for years. That is what I'm failing to understand. There's a disconnect there. So tell me on the comment section down below if maybe you get what I'm saying, or you think I'm just delusional thinking like this. Do you think the people are taking the law into their own hands when the law is not enforced? The police, the authority figures are supposed to be out there enforcing these laws, and the people who won't be out there acting like vigilantes because the laws are enforced. People are out there acting like vigilantes because the laws are not enforced. It's as simple as that. So instead of blaming the people to say, why are you becoming vigilantes? Why do you want to take the law into your own hands? Let us make sure that we fix the system that is supposed to enforce the laws. Let us fix that thing. Let us speak about that thing. Why are we not asking the question, why are the people taking the law into their own hands? Why are the police not doing the thing that the people are doing? Because the thing that the people are doing, they're enforcing laws. Why are the police not enforcing those laws? Why are the police not the ones doing raids every day, taking those people out of hijacked buildings, those illegal people out of hijacked buildings? Why are the police not going around doing that thing? So when people go around doing that thing, then they say, we can't be vigilantes. If we don't do that, who's going to do it? That's just what I had in this episode of The Spotlight. So tell me on the comment section down below, what do you think about this whole situation? But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really, really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel, and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.